Hi, hello. I'm going to react today to celebrities speaking Spanish. There are random celebrities. I'm going to say I'm not going to know who everyone is because fun fact about me, I don't remember faces, which is so strange. Like most people don't remember names. I have an excellent memories for names. I cannot remember faces. I don't know what this is about. Of course, maybe some people I just don't know who they are. If you're new in this channel, I'm from Spain. I live in Spain right now. I'm in Spain, and so that's why I have a strong accent because I'm not used to speaking speaking English, so sorry. Let's see other people trying to not speak their mother tongues. See, the thing is with this, I don't know who just knows Spanish because maybe their parents or one of their parents is Hispanic or something like that, and who just learn it or something like that. So let's see if I can figure that out.
¿Podrías describir qué sentiste en ese momento en el que se para el partido, todo el mundo se pone en pie, los contrarios te abrazan? ¿Qué sientes en ese momento?
Un gran onore. È un sogno. Quando ero un niño, fui un niño.
It's funny because it sounded like it was Spanish, of course, but it sounded sort of Portuguese in a way. I don't know if I'm tripping, but it sounded like, I don't know, there was something there, so I'm going to guess none of his parents are. Actually, let me know if you know something about this because I'm just going to guess. And I think he just knows Spanish because it wasn't like a good accent. I don't like saying good because I don't think that's a good or bad accent. Like I obviously have like a bad English accent, but the thing is, it's not a bad English accent, is that I have a Spanish accent, you know what I mean? Because I think there's a lot of misconception about this, and when people have strong accents, no matter what language they're speaking, if they have their own mother tongue language accent, people think they can speak that language. I've been told that in this channel. I posted a short and I said this is the problem with being bilingual, and Carlos Berger, I think. Should I check? I'm going to check. Carlos Peguero. Lo he dicho. I'm just talking in Spanish. I said it's terrible, and I had a lot of comments saying that's not bilingual, you're not bilingual, like making fun of me because they thought that I'm not good at speaking English, which I'm aware of. Like I have a good level of English, however when I speak it's more difficult just because I'm not used to.
Sí, me gustaría hacer una película en español, y también este viernes hice una película con Justin Timberlake en Puerto Rico, y donde
See, you can see there he didn't pronounce the rico. He wasn't able to do that R properly. Like some of the words he said, they weren't fully pronounced, which I believe it's kind of like the English accent, which saying English accent is like there's so many countries that speak English and they're not the same, they don't have the same accent, but you know what I mean? With the language, you kind of flow over the words, if that makes sense, and that's why I think for me it's more pleasant for the most part to listen to music in English, and I've heard this from Spanish singers that English is easier to sing just because the language itself is more musical in a way, because in Spanish you kind of pronounce every word deeply. I don't know how to explain this actually.
Estoy muy contento de estar aquí. Es mi primera vez aquí en Argentina.
The same with the G's. Argentina. Although some people like some Latino people wouldn't pronounce, like they would say more something like Argentina, but still he wasn't saying it like that, you know what I mean? Like I can tell that obviously he was also kind of mispronouncing other words, like I'm doing it right now. I'm just pointing like some very specific things when you can be like, oh, that's a very loose Spanish accent, because it's like if you don't pronounce the R's, some people can pronounce the R's and are Spanish, but for the most part, if you don't pronounce the R and the G, you can tell that this is an English speaker and he's trying to speak Spanish, which I'm not saying that they're doing a bad job. I'm just saying that you can tell that they're not fluent, that this is not their first language.
y me encanta Buenos Aires. Fuimos a un partido de polo. Okay. Necesito practicar más.
No, está muy bien.
Now I was gonna say that has to be so nerve-wracking because I get nervous when I have to talk and I'm alone at home. I just have a camera and I can just not post this. But if you're so famous like Will Smith and you have a microphone, you have cameras, you have a lot of people listening to you and you're just talking in a language that's not the language you usually talk in, it's not your first language, that's so hard, especially if you're just not used to talking in that language. Like there's some people that have like we watched a while ago Mario Selman's video. He's from Chile, if you don't remember. If you didn't watch that video, well, watch it. And he said that my first language is Spanish, however I feel more comfortable talking in English because it's the language that I usually talk in here in the USA. But you can tell that he was comfortable also talking in Spanish. You can tell that it's his first language, but it's not the one that he usually uses. But when it's like something like this, that this is not your language at all and that's it, and you just always speak English and now you just have to speak Spanish for no reason. I don't understand why they're asking these questions in Spanish. I guess they're like in a Hispanic country or something like that, but it's like, girl.
Muy bien, gracias.
Yo estaba estudiando español en el colegio en Nueva York y la profesora nos han dicho...
I can say her name, but she really can
Bueno,
speak
hay una
Spanish.
oportunidad a ir a España.
Remember that she was in Glee and she would teach Spanish? That was crazy.
A estudiar ahí. Entonces yo hacía un intercambio y vivía con una familia en el centro de España, cerca de Toledo.
Spain, you can easily tell that this is a Spanish accent and not a Latino accent. And she has her R's straight. You can tell that she's not Hispanic probably, but she's really, really close to a Spanish accent.
Y me encantó.
Sepa con quién está.
Oh, Joshua, do you know that Josh Argento, I can also say his name, Hot Shirt Song, he was in a Spanish show. I was like, what is he doing here? And now he's in a TV program in Spain, very famous. I don't like it, but maybe I will make a video about it. Actually, I was thinking about it because this has been controversial and I think it's interesting to talk about. He was in a very famous Spanish TV show, Netflix show. If it is in your country, in your Netflix, go watch it because it's one of the best shows in Spain.
Mira, escúchame.
Yo hablo muy mal y entiendo más o menos.
He speaks really good. He just said that he doesn't, that he struggles.
Liam también habla español. Puede ser.
¿Sé lo que acabas de decir?
See, you can tell that Josh was talking a bit better than Liam. Like it wasn't crazy different, but a little bit.
Almost?
Like, let's say...
Puede ser.
¿Sé lo que acabas de decir?
He just said, sé lo que acabas de decir. It's like, I know what you just said, but you in like a singular person, and there were several girls saying guapo, like handsome. You can tell by those little mistakes that, again, like when you talk and it's not your first language, even if you have a really good level, you can still make these mistakes because it's just, you're trying your best, you know what I mean? But you can tell that he struggles a bit more. I feel like Josh was a bit less confident, but I think he did better than Liam.
Almost?
Bien.
Fantástico. Damn it.
Vale.
¿Y ahora qué hacemos?
Lo siento.
I love Jennifer Lawrence, she's the best.
Van a la cinema 8 de mayo.
para aperturas, dos mujeres muy calientes. Ella es muy chistoso y muy bonita y muy humble.
She's hard to understand, and I think, like Sofia Vergara just said, like, I told her this, whatever. I think she really just knows very few words. I really admire this, because if someone told me to talk in French, for instance, which I've studied French and I know a few words, but I couldn't make sentences. And so for someone that doesn't have a good level in this language, in Spanish, to be able to actually form full sentences, even though they're kind of vague and they're kind of wrong in a way, just to be able to do it, to me, it's so impressive that's why I get so defensive and I get mad when I see people criticizing others when they have an accent or something like that, because it's like most people that criticize these kind of things, they just speak one language.
Nuevo álbum, entonces siempre es mucho stress, ¿sabes? Porque
that was really good. I didn't know they would get that spoke Spanish.
Sí, mi pana, mi compadre. Sí, claro, claro. Si tú puedes enseñarlo, tú puedes hacerlo.
Oh, that was really good, actually.
Cuidado.
I was thinking, why did I put this video? This is so lame. And he actually formed a full sentence. That was really good.
Cuidado con Vincentito, cuidado con Vincentito. Cuidado con Vincentito, por favor. Cuidado con Vincentito, por favor.
Yo estudiaba durante 6 años en la escuela secundaria. Así, y cuando yo tengo...
See, the verb tenses in Spanish, I feel like they're so difficult, especially if you come from English, which in a way they're easy in the sense that if you compare it to other languages, I feel like they're a bit easier. And he said, yo estudiaba, but he's talking about when he was in high school, so to say I studied, it's like yo estudié, because it's like more past, if that makes sense.
Cuando yo visito a México, yo trato de practicar mi español. Es muy difícil, pero es muy divertido.
¿Qué te parecen las
He
modelos?
was not bad, actually. Like, he was struggling, you could see, but he wasn't bad at all. Any suggestion you have, please do leave them in the comment below, and please do subscribe because it's free and you can change your mind anytime. Have a nice week. Bye.